Randall, there is a cow outside.
There's a cow farm. You're gonna find cows outside.
What's up, everybody? My name is Eggberry, and welcome back to another Fortnite video. Thank you guys, as always, for stopping in. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's just get right into the video. As you can see, I was using a wingsuit to launch myself up to where somebody else was. I had been chasing them down for a little bit, and I was using my twin hammer shotguns to take them out right there. They did launch themselves forward with a shockwave grenade, but they had been knocked at the time, and they were trying to res themselves over here, but I was able to take them out before they could do so. And now I'm just gonna make my way over to them, see what loot they had. And I was gonna emote. I was thinking about it, and then I'm like, I'm pretty sure I saw somebody back over this way. And sure enough, like I had pointed out in the video a little bit earlier, this dude has just been hanging out the whole time, and I was able to get him knocked out as well. But sure enough, he had a self-revive too, and he was trying to get that going for himself, but I wasn't gonna let that happen, and I was able to get him done. And now we're just gonna emote because we have the time. Easy freaking money. Here, as you can see, I was just trying to play this game. I had no idea how to play it. This was my first time doing it, so I thought you were supposed to shoot the moving targets, but obviously I was wrong, and you're supposed to shoot the stationary ones. And you see me figure it out here. I do actually embarrassingly enough miss a couple of these, even though they're sitting still, like that one right there. But somebody tries to sneak up on me while I'm in the middle of this freaking game, and I thought that was very rude of them. But I was just gonna try and escape because I really didn't have the weapons I wanted right now, but I accidentally launched myself up into a tree and it blocked me before I could escape. So I just ended up fighting this dude, and I was able to take him out instead. And we're gonna hit the Jake bug dance on him. Looting a couple of chests here. As you can see, there are only a few people left in this match, and there's somebody actually behind me. I'm not really sure where they came from, but I was getting them pretty low here, and they were going to actually try and make an escape from me. As you can see, they used a wingsuit to launch themselves up away from me and down over this cliff. I am going to speed this next part up a little bit, though, just because it's them trying to avoid me. I'm going to shoot this tree until it explodes or whatever, and then they're going to move to a next closer place, but a little bit more cover for them. And I was able to do a little bit of damage, but they're gonna have to make their way up here eventually because the storm is closing in on them, and I'm just able to stay right up here. They use their wingsuit to launch back up here, and they try and fight me. I'm doing a pretty good amount of damage to them. They hit me once there, but I'm able to get them knocked. Actually, my bot knocks them right there, and they're trying to make their way down the hill to self-revive themselves, but they accidentally knock themselves out even further to elimination because they just landed with gravity. And I guess there's one person left here now, but I don't know exactly how they died, but I just ended up getting a victory royale right there. So I will take it. Easy freaking money. Let's go. Here I had one of the bot medallions on me, and I was using the dash to get a little bit closer to this person, and I had the dual shotguns once again here. I was able to get this person taken out. They had a victory crown and everything. I was just going to see what other loot they had, and I was going to heal up as well while I could. Just going to do this real quick. I got the bots guarding me. Actually, they're gone now, but I had them for the time being. And there is somebody else making their way up to me with a wingsuit, and they're actually over in this bush over here. I'm not really sure what they were planning on doing, but I'm making my way over to them, and I'm not sure why they didn't start shooting at me or anything. They're trying to play this, trying to outsmart me here, but I am not going to fall for any of their bait. I hit them once there, do a little bit more damage to them. They do hit me a couple times here, but not enough to really do anything, and I get them eliminated. I am going to emote on them real quick, but somebody's going to start shooting at me, and I'm just going to launch myself up and away with my wingsuit. Playing a match with my boy Stimpy, aka Chad here, and there is somebody up on this roof over here. As you can see, they start shooting at me. I do a pretty good amount of damage to them at first, but I start missing a bunch here, which really kind of upset me, but it's all right because they did make their way down. I was going to try and heal up a little bit, but their partner had somehow made their way down over by me and did a little bit of damage to me while I was trying to heal up, so I really didn't have time for that. I was able to do a little bit of damage to them with my shotguns, and Chad was going to push in that way. I make my way back around to try and pin them here, and it worked out pretty well because Chad got one of them, and then we finished off the other together, and now we're gonna emote on them. Let's freaking go, baby. Easy freaking money. All right, so in this clip here, there is just me and one other person left, but I do already have the jump on them, sort of, because I see where they are, but they do not see me yet until I start shooting at them right here, of course. They do have a bot, but that's not really going to factor much into this. I'm going to make my way a little bit closer to them. They're going to start shooting at me, but I'm going to switch over to my arc lightning gun and just take them out with this and get a freaking victory royale. They did almost get me right there. It was a little closer than I would have liked, but you know, we made it work anyways, so not gonna complain. Heading up to a chest up in this building here and just really trying to mind my own business when I do see a set of footsteps outside that I'm gonna make my way down towards. They were trying to make their way away from me, and I was just going to chase them down. Whether they liked it or not, they did try and turn around and attack me themselves, but I was able to take them out pretty easily and get some better weapons out of it, and of course emote on them. So here I actually see some footsteps off to my left, kind of behind me, and I'm going to make my way towards this person. I'm not really sure what he was thinking there. He was just thought he was invisible or something behind that bush, and I was just able to shoot through it with a couple shots, and yeah, I just thought that was really funny. I am going to speed this part up a little bit here just because it is me kind of like looking around, and I actually did find another person here and they just weren't able to escape in time, and I was able to take them out pretty easily too, and I'm going to emote on them as well. So here I once again had a boss medallion, and there was somebody else down below me who had one as well. I was kind of healing up a little bit before I went down and approached them, and now I am going to go down and try and find the best way to actually see where they are. I was trying to see if I could go down here, and they're going to also make their way up to me, so it's just getting a little bit easier to actually find each other. And once we do find each other, I actually get really close to dying, but I get the last laugh and take them out. Oh. Don't know what that was, but I mean, I think that's just a glitch with the game after you die with the boss medallion or something, but I thought that was pretty funny. And now, yeah, you know, I'm gonna emote on you. You know, it's just a requirement. We're gonna do a few here because it was a little bit of a close call, but easy money. So here I was actually kind of a little bit trapped, or at least I thought I was for a little bit down in this area. I'm not really sure how I got down here, but I remembered that these porta potty things are actually teleportation devices, and I just so happened to teleport right on top of somebody else, and they weren't expecting me, and I was just able to take them out really easily right there. They did hit me once, but no worries. So this was right at the beginning of a match. As you can see, I just was able to loot this one chest, and I see these footsteps down below me, or at least I'm assuming they're down below me, and I make my way down here, and this person is here. Didn't work out too well for him though. I was able to just quickly one-shot them, no problems. Once again, playing as my boy Danny Phantom here. When somebody decides to start shooting at me, I'm going to make my way over to them and quickly two-tap them. They tried to make their way around me, but it didn't work out for them. Quick and easy. Let's freaking go. Back once again with Chad here, and as you can see, we are just minding our own business, doing our own thing, having a little emote session when somebody decides to run up and start shooting at us, and it's actually just a bot. So we're gonna go down here and handle this real quick. I know it's a little embarrassing. I miss a few of these shots, but you know, we were just messing around and I wasn't really locked in at the moment. Okay, I'm just gonna speed this part up here because we were having a little jam sesh. Well, at least I was, or emote sesh I should say. But some real people pull up, and I'm gonna start using my arc lightning gun on this person and get them taken out, and Chad actually gets knocked as well. Unfortunately, I am pretty low here. I was trying to launch myself up to that person with the shockwave grenade here, and then I was gonna use this shield potion real quick and try and heal, but this person decides to start shooting at me, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try and go about this a smarter way, pull out my dead eye and make my way up here. They do see me and they're starting to shoot at me, but I also see them, and well, at least kind of see them, and I was able to get them through the bush, take them out there, and res up Chad. And now, once again, playing with Chad here. I'm not sure if this is the same match. I don't believe it is, but we are just, once again, messing around a little bit here, and there is somebody up in a car ahead of us here. As you can see, we start shooting at them, and they're going to make their way back into the car, start driving away, or at least trying to anyways. Not really sure what was taking them so long to try and get away, but I was just gonna keep doing damage to them. They actually make their way back towards us. Again, not really sure what they're thinking here, but their car gets really low and they end up crashing here, and they have to hop out before their car blows up on them, and we are going to make their way down towards them and start shooting at them a little bit here, do a little bit of damage to them. We're going to push more here soon. We're just trying to be a little bit tactical with it because we don't really have a lot on us at the moment. It was a little bit earlier into this match. I don't actually believe the one from before this was the same match. But anyways, we're just going to keep pushing up on this person. Chad unfortunately gets knocked, but I'm able to knock them in revenge. And then I was going to try and res him again real quick right here. But this person, their partner, decides to show up and actually starts shooting at me, but I was able to get them before they could take me out. And now I'm actually able to start resing Chad, or at least trying to, but my gun wanted to reload instead, so yeah. One more time with my boy Chad here. There's once again a car out in front of us. This person was hopping out for a second, and I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to start shooting at them. And before they decide to drive away, I did start shooting at them, and Chad joined in eventually as well. They are trying to make their way up towards us. They do have a bot medallion, and their car was about to blow up, but they were able to hop out in time before it blew up on them. And I'm not really sure what they were doing right here. I switch over to my shotguns. They miss like every single shot on me, and I get them taken out before they could do anything. Their partner is also here, but they're more focused on Chad at the moment. I drop down, and we are able to get them taken out as well. That was pretty freaking clean. Neither Chad nor I took any damage right there, so we're gonna hit a bunch of emotes on them. Not really sure how that worked out so well, but let's freaking go. Easy money. So much like the title of this video says, this is one of the most scuffed wins I've ever had. I once again had a boss medallion on me, so I had that going for me at least, but I was getting shot at from a few people. I did have my shields regenning a little bit thanks to my medallion, and I also had one med kit on me, so I was able to heal up a little bit. And I was going to try and get away because there's so many people around me, and my bots were gone now at this moment in time, but I ended up actually just getting myself stuck in between a rock and a hard place. Quite literally, I am stuck between a cliff and a tree. So, you know, I'm not really sure how nobody ended up noticing me. I thought I was going to get noticed like immediately because of where I was and because I still had the bot medallion and everything, and it like gives up my location, but I actually ended up dropping out of the tree. I was going to try and launch myself back up out, and you know, it just didn't work out that way. I'm still down here, but I'm unstuck now, and there's somebody heading up this way, and I'm trying to avoid them as much as I can, and they didn't even bother to come towards me, so I appreciate them for that. Now I'm kind of waiting this out, seeing what I wanted to do, and I'm just going to launch myself up to where everybody is fighting. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of waited here a little bit, but this was a scuffed victory, so I'm just gonna take it. I do start doing a little bit of damage to these people. I was trying to kill them both. But I did wait a little bit longer than I needed to. But that is going to do it for today's episode, though, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. And I will see you guys next time.
You've been fired from your job, so you can't pay the bills. And by the way, your wife is leaving, too.